now we're gonna help 2,000 people walk again! The video you are about to watch is unlike anything we've ever done. Walking is something most of us take for granted every day. But for millions of amputees all around the world, they don't have that same luxury. But in this video, for 2,000 people, that is about to change.
Had an accident back in 2020 and I shattered both my ankles.
When he first got sick, they didn't even think he would live another year.
I was in a car wreck when I was 17. That's how I lost my feet.
And to kick things off, we're going to help Stephanie.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
We're so excited you're here.
I'm so nervous.
How long has it been since you've been able to walk on your own?
I have not walked on my own since 2009.
Almost 15 years since you've been able to walk on your own.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we might have something that can change that. This is your brand new leg. Here you go.
Thank you.
What do you think
Oh my
of
gosh,
it?
I love her.
You ready to try it on?
I am.
Okay, let's slide it on in. Okay, what do you think?
Feels wonderful.
All right, you ready to stand up? Wow. For the first time in 15 years, Stephanie is actually walking.
Oh, it's wonderful. That's my dad.
Does it warm your heart to be able to see her move around again?
Very much so.
I'm just glad that she's going to be able to get to do some things she wants to. Not be a prisoner anymore.
You guys can look each other in the eyes now.
We can dance.
And that's exactly what they did. It felt so good to be able to help Stephanie and her family. So we did the same thing for Colleen. It's been 7 months since you were able to walk.
I'm ready.
Well, let's do it.
It's amazing to have another chance.
And we helped David, Adrian, Linda, and Carrie. But to be honest, we could not have pulled this off without the help of some incredible people.
We replace limbs that people have lost.
What's a typical cost for someone to get like a prosthesis like this?
Anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000.
And it sounds crazy, but most of the people in this video either cannot afford insurance or did not have adequate coverage. Meaning, if we didn't step in, they might not have ever walked again. And if insurance doesn't cover that, what do?
You hope and fundraise and pray that someone like you comes along.
Hey, are you a business owner? If yes, I have some questions for you. Who is handling sales in your business and closing clients? Who is the person who's actually doing marketing and generating leads? Who is managing the money and taking care of the accounts? Who is handling clients and fulfilling the projects? If your answer to these questions is me, then I have news for you. You're not a business owner. You are just a self-employed professional who's stuck in the trap of firefighting. Yes, you heard me right. You're not building a business. You're just playing the game of month-to-month sustenance as a self-employed professional. And that is the trap that most business owners fall into. Most business owners live their entire life just in this trap of self-employment, doing everything by themselves, not paying themselves consistently, and just hoping and wishing for things to change. If you are someone who wants to get out of this trap of self-employment and are committed to building the pillars of actually building a business, then I invite you to be a part of a 2-hour conversation with me called the Business Success Workshop. At the Business Success Workshop, I break down for you the 7 core activities you need to get right in your business, the 2 principles that you need to follow to scale your business, and the 3 must-have ingredients you need to build so that you actually transition from self-employment to building a business. There is a small fee of ₹99 for you to be a part of the 2-hour Business Success Workshop, but for that investment, you get learning that has the potential to change your life, and you get bonuses worth thousands of rupees provided you click on the link below and register yourself right now. So what are you waiting for? Click on the link below, register yourself, and get those bonuses and experience the Business Success Workshop to be able to build a truly successful business.
Welcome to the Devil's Sea.
This would take me about 10 years.
Wait, to buy this on your own would have taken 10 years?
Yes.
That's... Chandler! Obviously, that's not okay. So we're gonna send you home with $10,000.
This is a day in my life I would never forget.
No problem. You came in with one leg, and now you're leaving with two and a briefcase full of money.
Best day of my life.
Oh man, it feels awesome.
It feels so real, like it's part of me.
You can walk again, and you don't have the financial burden.
This is life-changing.
Here I am now. I'm very thankful.
As we learned through this process, when you lose your ability to walk, you also lose the ability to do life's most basic tasks, something that Greg knows all too well.
Everything's twice as hard as it used to be. I played tennis all the time with the family, but I'd be happy just being able to stand up and do the dishes.
Okay, let's see how your new leg fits. All right, he's getting right into it.
It's a good feeling to stand up. All right.
Whoa, how does it feel?
I'll tell you what, it makes you smile.
When you're an amputee, everyday activities can feel like insurmountable tasks. But for Travis, there's a special occasion coming up that he just can't do sitting down.
My daughter's been planning her wedding since she was 3-4 years old.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I used to run 6-7 days a week if I was bored. And I was in a car wreck when I was 17, had osteomyelitis, and that's how I lost my feet.
How long has it been since you were able to walk normally?
I don't know what normal is anymore.
Are you guys excited to see him walk again?
Yeah, super excited.
Here's your right leg, here you go, and here's the left leg.
This is awesome.
You got this.
First step. You want to go for it? Wow, he's walking better than some of the people with one leg. But you're making this look easy.
I'm just ready to start running.
What's it like to see him walking?
It's awesome.
I'm excited.
No hands? No hands? Now you can walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Down the aisle, have a father-daughter dance.
I know this wedding is important to all of you, which is why I asked your soon-to-be husband how much the wedding would cost. And on this wheelchair is the exact amount. We're gonna cover the entire cost of your wedding, and now your dad can join you down the aisle.
Thank you.
Thank you for not telling her.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
The real question though is, are we invited?
Yeah.
Gotta bring some feastables.
Oh, deal. And he wasn't kidding. Later in this video, we actually do go to Travis's daughter's wedding. And while we're paying for all the prosthetics in this video, that won't always be the case. And while $5,000 to $50,000 is already too expensive for most people, that price tag is felt even heavier in developing countries. Which is what brought me to Guatemala to meet David, who founded the Range of Motion Project to address the lack of prosthetics for the underprivileged.
One of the ways that prosthetic care gets delivered to the poor is poor technology.
So what makes it so expensive?
Very expensive pieces of technology.
And David found a simple way to maintain quality at only 1/10 the cost.
Everything that you see here is part of our global inventory of recycled components.
So everything in this room is recycled from some other prosthetic.
A lot of it is still functional.
So if you have a prosthetic that you want to donate so he can use it to help more people, just go to this website right here. That's how he's able to make it so cheap so he can help the poorest of the poor all around the world. And for us, that means we can help even more people get back to their full lives here in Guatemala. From everything as adventurous as riding motorcycles, you're making this look easy, playing soccer, whoa, down to the smallest pleasures of life. You guys are adorable.
Lo primero que quiero hacer es salir a caminar con mi familia.
Es como que me devolvieran nuevamente la vida.
They're taller than your mom. Like hugging your family. How's it going, everybody? Let's take our first step together. Or watching a child reclaim their independence. At any stage of life, a new limb can mean everything. And by the end of the day, we had helped so many people, but our mission was just getting started. And you were saying some people can't even make it to the facility.
It's just a mountainous, tough country to travel in. Rivers that people have to cross, jungles that people have to get through. Not being able to walk is really kind of trapping patients in their homes.
Which is why David sometimes has to leave the clinic and visit the patients in their own home, which comes with its own difficulties. Where's your truck at?
I thought we're taking your guys' cars.
No.
We don't have a truck.
You don't have a truck to go reach these people in remote places?
No.
With the bulk of Rom resources going into staffing and the prosthetics themselves. They can't afford reliable transportation to get to hard-to-reach patients. That is, until now. I could have sworn that was your truck. If it's not, why does it say romp on the side? We worked with the staff, none of them told them. Woo! This brand new $65,000 truck is fully equipped to traverse even the most difficult terrain.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats, man. Let's go break it in by giving away some legs.
All right.
And the further away we got from the bustling streets of Guatemala City, I realized David wasn't kidding when he said these places were hard to get to. As we headed to a home located on the side of a literal volcano in the middle of the jungle. I now understand why this truck was so valuable. Oh my, whoa. Yeah, I could not imagine driving a normal car down this road. We finally made it here. And our journey up the volcano brought us here to meet Kevin, Hola, who was left severely burned and without either of his legs in an accident 24 years ago. You're living on the side of a volcano. How do you get around? This is very difficult terrain.
Sí, es algo difícil.
It's too rough for him, so someone actually does need to push him in a wheelchair.
And that ends today.
Gracias.
You're about to take your first step. All right, now we're walking down the side of the volcano. Come on over here, Mom. Aww.
mucho. Bendito sea.
Son bastantes que a veces tienen dificultades y gracias al Creador por ponerlos en nuestros caminos.
That made Kevin the 71st person we've helped walk again. And David and I took that momentum with us to help even more people over here in Ecuador. Like Kelly, who spent 6 days busing from Bolivia to here, not even knowing if she would get a prosthetic.
Tenía mucho miedo porque nunca había salido de mi país y pese a todo me arriesgué porque no.
This is why we're doing this video right here. All right, it's been 2 years since she walked. It's a big moment. You want to take your first step? Kelly was so happy to be walking again that she then asked this.
¿Puedo bailar?
¿Quieres bailar?
Sí, ¿usted me puede acompañar?
You want me to dance?
Sí.
Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing. You wouldn't even believe this is her first time walking in 2 years. She's already dancing, what?
Hasta parece real.
And even though I clearly don't know how to dance, watching this family be reunited with such an important part of their past meant the world to me.
No, gracias, gracias.
And as for Eduardo, he had a really touching reaction to getting his new leg. Oh, he kissed it. That was adorable. He hasn't walked in months, which is obviously a shame because he's only 5 years old. It's a big moment. Whenever you're ready, Eduardo. But Mom was saying that he would have to drag himself around and was even embarrassed of not having the legs. So to see him moving like this is wonderful. Here you go. All right, you want to throw it on? What's it like seeing your daughter walk again?
Muy emocionado, de verdad.
I mean, look at this. She hasn't walked in over a year. This is honestly my favorite video. This is crazy. Hola, how's it going?
Santo Dios. ¿Qué tal? Muy bien.
Meeting Fede is cool and all, but the real reason we're here is your brand new prosthetic. This is all yours, 100% free.
Muchas gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Favorite video, this is
agradecida.
¿Qué se siente caminar de vuelta?
Una felicidad enorme.
And to further inspire strength in the 50 amputees we helped here in Ecuador, David shared with us one of his favorite rituals.
We love to take them hiking on that mountain.
And now we're gonna climb this mountain to break in their new prosthetics. If they can climb this mountain, they can get through daily life. I can see the symbolism of this test. Let the journey begin. All right. Whew. This is actually pretty hard.
This guy went from not walking to literally hiking up a mountain. I mean, it's truly amazing.
You really like to challenge these patients.
If you can reach a new height, reach a new summit with a disability, you might feel that anything else is possible.
And I saw just that. The amount of persistence and ambition that these amputees showcase was unlike anything I had seen before. This is what this trip is all about, is refusing to give up. I'll be honest, I didn't fully understand why we were climbing this mountain, but now I get it. It's to show them that if they can climb this mountain, they can essentially overcome anything with their brand new prosthetics. We made it to the top! Good job. If you guys can hike this mountain, you can do anything. I'm proud of you. Proud of you guys. And our reward now is this beautiful view. Now we're gonna head all the way over to Kenya, where we found a bunch of kids who still have their legs, but needed expensive surgeries to be able to use them, which of course we paid for. Look at that.
Before the surgery, some of these kids have never walked their entire lives. And now look at them.
When I tried to walk, I confined myself down, not knowing the way I felt down. I was being laughed by my fellow students. So sometimes I could not go to school.
How did that feel, taking your first steps?
If I can walk like the other people, so this makes me so happy.
And along with providing these life-changing surgeries, we also provided a brand new playroom at this clinic for the kids to enjoy.
Come check out the new playroom!
And at this point, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit, because after Kenya, we went all over Africa helping people walk again.
My family, my financial status, and everything I know is gonna change.
And from there, we went to the Philippines, Cambodia, and Sri Lanka.
Thank you so much for helping us. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's like a second chance for me.
I feel alive again.
And after visiting countries all around the world and witnessing 2,000 first steps, I'm glad to say we could help change the lives of so many people all across the world. But as you'll remember from earlier in this video, we still have a wedding we need to attend.
Which is weirder, the fact that we're at a wedding of people we met 24 hours ago, or Nolan's shirt?
Oh, Nolan's shirt, 100%.
What is this little rope?
All right, Travis is about to walk his daughter down the aisle.
Let's see if his brand new legs work. It's a big moment.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
I'm about to cry, dude.
This is awesome.
Now I'm happy to give you all Mr. and Mrs. Anderson.
Watching Travis walk his daughter down the aisle made me reflect on all the people's lives who were impacted throughout this video.
I was able to walk her down the aisle. It was just amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Hey guys, I wanted to end this video a little differently than normal, and I wanted to say that the fact that some of these people had insurance and were denied, some of these people had insurance but didn't have the right coverage, it just doesn't sit right with me. Their only hope right now of getting a prosthetic leg so they can walk again, so they can go get a job, is for a YouTuber to step in and help them, which is absurd. I don't know what the answer is, but I wanted to say this so the 100 million people watching this can get inspired, because what I saw when filming this video is just obviously not okay. So. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water! Oh, crap! You just witnessed a small village in Kenya get access to unlimited clean drinking water in less than a second. One down, 99 more wells in Africa to go. You're gonna love this video. Combined, these 100 wells are gonna give around 500,000 people fresh water to drink. And after building some more wells on this side of Kenya, we flew south to the school system of Nairiri. And let's just say, they were really happy to see us. How's it going? I was not expecting this. Thank you for the welcome. I'm not even sure how to react. I appreciate it, everybody. This village threw a welcome ceremony upon our arrival, and Nolan got really into it. Nolan's the most awkward person I've ever met, and that's a lot coming from me. And after being shown around the school...
Here comes our guest.
How's it going? Oh, you having a good day? It's nice meeting you. One of the teachers showed me where the students currently get their water, which is from this river. That's extremely unsafe to drink. This is where your students used to get water from?
Yes.
This is crazy.
Yeah. You know, students complaining of diarrhea, infections like typhoid, because this is the water we've been using. So we try to treat, but you see, look at it, you know, but at the end of the day, life has to move on. You have to get some water anyway.
This situation is obviously extremely sad. These children's lives are being limited and sometimes cut short from being forced to drink unsafe water. But at least for this village, we're gonna put an end to it right now. I don't think this John's gonna fit. I have a big head. Let's see if we can find some water. Whoa, whoa.
It is raining! It's beautiful!
After the water comes out of the ground, it's fed into enormous barrels like this one. And once they're built into the water towers, all of the neighboring villages will not only have clean drinking water, but a pressurized water source as well, which in short means no more doing laundry and unsafe water.
And pull!
On a scale of 1 to Nolan's mom, how heavy is it?
Nolan's mom ×2.
Oh God.
Dude, I'll push you off of it. All right, here we go, under control.
We built 20 more wells in Kenya, and after we were done,
Bro has another well in here.
Don't worry, I have more water in my other shoe.
Emma! Cockroach!
जहां उनकी नजर हो, आप वही नजर आओ with Google Ads. ये आपका ad interested खरीदारों को दिखाए ताकि business.
And just so you know how we built these first 29 wells, we used this giant drill to dig hundreds of feet into the ground, past the polluted sources and into an enormous aquifer of pure drinkable water. After that, we spent time installing pipes so that people all around Africa can access water from spigots like this one in Nairiri. Let's see how it tastes. Like water. It took me about a minute to fill this 5-gallon drum. How much water can this provide a day?
3,600 gallons a day.
Not only will this well cover the 400 kids at this school, but literally the entire neighborhood and village around this school can use this well.
We say thank you for the water.
Oh, no problem. This thing can basically pump non-stop for 30 years. You would think that having an effect of this magnitude would require the resources and funding of a large government, but that's not true. Solving this problem is possible, and something humanity should all be putting effort in to fix.
What's the secret of success?
To be honest, just find something you love doing and do it for a long period, and eventually you'll succeed. So I'm gonna bring it super close. See us? Is that cool? Yes. If you look up, it's recording. All right, well, I'm gonna get close. All right. Yeah, you can see yourself. We were also able to install a well for this village, and these 12 other villages. And while we were finishing these wells, we were also able to update one of their schools with brand new computers. How are they liking it?
They like them.
Glad to see it turned out well. And we also updated the classrooms with new furniture, installed shelves and filled them with new books, donated a soccer ball for every student, and even put modern whiteboards and projectors in all the classrooms. Do you guys like the projector?
Yes. We were using a chalk and then a lot of dust, but today everything is clean. We truly appreciate it.
No problem. It's the least we could do. But then when we flew out to the site of the 45th well, we realized this community had it even harder. Every time they need to get water, they need to take a treacherous mile-long hike through the jungle. And that mile-long hike also happens to be on a giant mountain.
I wake up very early, about 4 o'clock, so that I can fetch water for the school.
We are not safe fetching water here. That place is very slippery. Chances of getting an injury is very high.
So while we worked on their well, the community took me to see how they currently source their water. You guys would have to make this trip how many times a day?
2 times.
2 times a day. Oh, wow. So a typical student would carry something like this?
Yeah.
Oh, God. If 200 students did this every day, how hard could it be?
It could be very hard.
Oh boy. Dang, this is very steep. We're just walking down this mountain forever.
Every day.
It was actually surprising how difficult this hike was. And these people go through all of that just to get to the spigot. That's water is still unsafe to drink. This is where you guys get your water from normally?
Yes.
And filled with water, these jugs can weigh up to 40 pounds, which is insane for these children to be carrying up this mountain.
The ladies can carry 2 of those.
Oh, I totally can as well then. And as soon as these jugs were filled, it was time to head all the way back up.
Hurry up, let's go.
He's not even sweating or anything. I got it. And now, instead of spending hours a day for unsafe water, their new well is only 10 feet away from the school. So, they can just fill it up here now. I'm too tired. And so we were on our way to the next village where we built our 46th well, but we ran into a little problem. We found out that this village is divided in half by this huge, dangerous river. It may not look like much now, but when the rainy season comes, the water comes up this high and literally swallows this bridge. And why this bridge is such a big deal is the village is over there, the hospital and schools are over there, so they're crossing this bridge multiple times a day. Despite how dangerous this bridge is, it's their only option.
This river, when it is swollen, it can sweep away people, students, or even animals. In the recent past, we have lost about 3 people trying to cross this river.
This loss of life is insane and absolutely unacceptable. The moment we heard about this, we knew we had to help. So while we started work on a new bridge that would let them reach their well, we then traveled over 2,000 miles from Kenya to the country of Zimbabwe. We've been in Africa for over a week, and we still have a lot more wells to do.
You kind of smell.
I know, it's weird. I showered this morning.
Wow.
Yeah. If you let me finish, I can put my arms down. Can I count on you two to finish these wells with me?
Yes.
Okay. First on the agenda was to check out a local hospital that was in dire need of clean water. Upon entering, we learned how big of an impact this clinic had on the village. How many kids do you guys give birth to a year here?
In a month, about 50.
Do 600 births a year? Wow. But unfortunately, the pregnant mothers at this clinic have to walk over a mile just to get water, and then carry these heavy buckets all the way back. However, the good news is we paid for the construction of a new modern well for them. All that needed to be done now was to turn it on. All right, Nolan, are you ready?
I'm ready. Over.
Let me get a dramatic zoom in. Nolan, I pressed the button. Is it working?
It's flowing.
Oh. Do we want to go check it out?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I love how people are immediately just getting water right now. This is easily the coolest thing ever.
Nolan here is a professional dancer. He will join.
How do I always end up dancing?
What is he doing? Oh gosh. I won't make you watch this anymore. Besides ensuring access to clean water, a lot of the students at this village lack transportation. So we decided to give all of them new bicycles.